Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm finally telling you guys about my postpartum, how I'm doing, because a lot of you sent me messages saying, Nell, how are you coping? Now, how are you doing with 3 babies? How's your body doing? So I finally can sit down and update on my postpartum, how I am doing. Firstly, let me say that my labor was rough. It was back labor. And a lot of people that have experienced back labor, they know it doesn't play games. It's so painful. It was one of the most pain I've ever felt in my life. And after I delivered, the first day I was fine. I think it was because of the epidural, because if you don't know, I got an epidural with my delivery. And then after that, when I got home, I started to get this excruciating pain in my body, my shoulders, my back, and I kept on thinking, what if I had an injury from the epidural? But thankfully, my mom told me that that's what to be expected, especially with the back labor. And she was telling me to get a lot of massage and a lot of rest. No, to get a lot of salt massage with hot water. So my husband was giving me lots and lots and lots of massages. Like, the pain was so bad that my husband will give me a massage. I'll feel better for 5 minutes, and then the whole pain is back again. It did that for the whole week, and it was not playing games, guys. It was so like intense. I don't know how to explain that. I don't wish that on the worst enemy. And then I went online. As you guys know, Google is my friend. I went on Google and said, postpartum pain, how long does it last? They said sometimes if we had it hard, you can have the pain for months. In my head, I'm like, I cannot have this pain for months, because number one, I have to take care of my children. As you guys know, most of the times it's me that's taking care of my children. Thank God for my husband's parents. They come here twice a week to take care of the boys so that I can have a break. But still, I need to work. I need to be taking care of the household. And I was thinking to my heart, how am I gonna do that? So I'm just like, I just hope that mine is not gonna take this month. And on that week, my husband took a break, thank God. My husband took a week break from work, so he didn't work so that I can recover. And thank God, that pain took exactly a week. And I was thankful. I mean, it was so painful the whole week, but the time the week was done, I was like, I didn't give birth. That's how it was like. It was just like gone. But at the same time, we were praying a lot. It may be because the Lord answered the prayer just instantly like that, because he knew that I have to take care of the boys and the little baby. And you guys, if you've had twins, you know it is not that easy. So how am I doing now? Postpartum, how am I doing? I'll say that, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that I really am not happy with my body, the way I've gained weight. This is the heaviest I've ever gotten in my life. I know people are gonna say, no, it's because of the baby. I know it's because of the baby, and I know that women gain weight, but I think for me, I became careless and not diligent when I had the twins. I should have lost this weight after the twins, but I tried. I was not getting ways of losing the weight, and then when I became pregnant, it piled on. So for now, I'm 76 kg. That is very, very high, and I'm definitely going to lose this weight. I have to, because when I look at myself in the body, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'll be lying if I just come here and smile with you and say, oh, I love my body, I like the way God created me. Of course I do. But if it's something I can change, I feel like I should work hard to change it. So I was looking at myself in the mirror when I was doing my hair yesterday, and I was wearing my sleeping clothes, so it's pants, so they're tight on my thighs, and I was not wearing up because I was using the light to look at myself when I'm braiding my hair. And when I was looking at myself there, because I was not wearing anything except only the bra, so I was naked, which means my belly was exposed, which means my back was exposed and everything. When I looked at myself in that mirror, I just hated my body. I was like, this is not good at all. I just became sad. I became like, what happened? Why did I let myself go? And I was really not happy, and I decided to just like put it in God's hands. I prayed about it because I'm sad about it. I'm not happy about my body, the way it looks right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because I'll be lying if I say I'm doing great. I'm not doing great at all with my body. And now I've decided to eat very healthily. I need to get this weight down. Slowly, of course, because I've made my research, because I have to have my milk supply for the little one, so I have to be careful about all that. So definitely my body is one of the things that after the postpartum I'm not happy about. What is another thing that is going on with me is because I'm busy. I really underestimated on how I'm going to be busy. Before I cover this point, let me say that it is not as hard as some of you scared me off. Some of you were like, how are you gonna do it with 3 babies? You're gonna be like stressful, it's gonna be stressful. No, it is not as stressful as some of you said. And at the same time, it is not butterflies, because for example, in the morning I have to make sure that I give the boys breakfast, and sometimes when the baby is awake and I have to give the boys breakfast, I mean, thankfully the boys feed themselves with his finger food, but I have to go to the fridge, I have to make sure that I prepare the breakfast for them, and I have to watch them. So when the baby is crying and the boys are wanting that attention to me looking at them, it's like, okay, what do I do? So I kind of panic. It's like, oh my goodness, I cannot deal with this. So that's kind of like the postpartum stressful thing that I'm going through with that, and I'm slowly getting myself into it. And now thankfully my son can sit in that booster seat that one of my subscribers got for me. So what I'll do, I'll just put him in the booster seat, but sometimes he doesn't want to sit. I mean, 90% of the time he's fine, but sometimes he just wants mommy to hold him. So I don't like it when they wake up together at the same time. It's like, okay, what do I do? But otherwise it's going well. It's not as hard as some of you scared me. Or maybe the Lord again, as you guys know, I'm the child of the Lord. Maybe the Lord again intervened and said, okay, I need to make sure that she gets everything in order, or else she's going to die. When I say die, I mean like I'm just going to be like, oh my goodness, what do I do? So that's what's going on with my postpartum. And I think that is going on that is positive now, because let's forget about the negative, is that my baby is a very good eater. My breasts are making a lot of milk, and he eats a lot. And by me eating very healthily, it is not in any way suppressing my milk supply. My milk supply is going well. My son is eating a lot. You guys saw. I mean, what do they say in English? Something is in the pudding, something like that. I forgot the English word. I mean, my baby shows that what he's eating. So I'm exclusively breastfeeding. That was my prayer, and my goal is to breastfeed him as long as he doesn't want to take the breast, because I've always wanted to breastfeed. But with the twins, if you guys are new or you don't know yet, my twins did not take the breast, so I had to pump. I pumped exclusively for 8 full months until my milk supply was not ready to feed them, because they were eating more now. But 8 months, no formula, exclusively pumping. But thankfully this time there's no exclusively pumping at all. Although sometimes I get tempted, like, okay, maybe I should pump so that I can get a break, so that my husband can take care of the boy, because it's only me that can feed him. It's only me that can do all this feeding stuff, and it's me that have to be up at night. It's me that have to do all these things at night. Sometimes I get tempted, like, maybe I should pump, but my mom told me that you forgot the stresses of pumping, because you have to wash the pads, you have to do all those things. So far so good. I'm not gonna pump yet, at least until he's older. And oh yeah, another thing that I wanted to say is that because of his exclusive breastfeeding, he refuses to take the pacifier. Please let me know in the comments if it's normal for your child to always want to be in the breast. When I say always want to be in the breast, like, he will want to suck the breast without milk. When the milk comes, he cries like, nah, I don't want milk, I just want your breast, I just want your nipple. Like, he'll just do that not all the time, but most of the times. And he'll be like, oh, I just want the breast. So he'll just like be doing on the breast. Sometimes I just give him the empty one that he just emptied, but sometimes he doesn't empty the breast, because you guys know when you have milk, you have milk, and then he doesn't want the milk to come out, but he wants to be on the nipple. And when I try to give him the pacifier, to try to make him, okay, how about you take the pacifier and you do that, he's like, I don't want the pacifier. He cries. He's like, where's the pacifier? Okay, I don't know where the pacifier is, but when I give him the pacifier, he's like, he makes this funny faces like, and I'm like, okay. I tried many times. One time when he was still a newborn, he was taking pacifier, but now it's like now I'm old, I know the difference, because now he's 1 month. It's like now I know the difference. It's like, so yeah guys, that's my postpartum of how I'm doing with my newborn baby and all the stuff. Otherwise, everything is going well. Hopefully I'll just lose this weight in a year and go back to how I was before I had the twins. I'm definitely self-conscious of my weight. I'm not self-conscious of not having legs, which is funny. Maybe because not having legs is something that I cannot control, but me with my weight is something that I can really easily control and get rid of. So when I see it like that, I was like, this is not right. And the funny thing is that I did not see myself much, so I was not thinking about it. It was yesterday when I was doing my hair that, you know what, you are out of hand, you are out of control. I mean, do something. And then that's when I became sad. So I hope I'll be able to do something about it, because I will not be happy if I become like this in the next year, if I'm still alive. As you guys know, our lives are in God's hands. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that I don't know what this thing is called. I don't know if we have the English word for it, but I'm always coming to check my son if he's breathing well. It's weird. I wish this thought could come out of my mind. That's one thing that happens when we are following these people that are having these tragedies, because I'm following this other lady on Instagram that had a tragedy of having a son in the room, and then the son stopped breathing and the child is no more. And I watched that story about her, the child in life support and all that stuff. And now I'm with my son 90% of the time. And even sometimes when I'm with Caleb and Joshua, I make sure that he's there. I mean, I have to make sure that he's breathing and all stuff like that. I don't know why I'm like that, but I hope it will go away. Because with Caleb and Joshua, I remember I was like that, but not as with him. But I think it's because I messed up my mind with watching that family, and I'm so sorry about that family having to go through that. But it's kind of like now getting to me like, okay, I need to see my son. But my son is doing well, except that in the hospital he choked like 2 times to 3 times, and I asked, why is he choking? And they said he's choking because of the amniotic fluid. And then at home also he's choked before, and I think those kind of episodes are making me nervous. I don't know what to call that in English, but definitely I have that postpartum nervousness. It comes to me and I keep on having to check my child. It's getting better with months, with 1 month, but when we're still young, I'm sleeping with one eye and I'm always hearing anything. And when it's moving, I'm waking up. I mean, I don't know whether it's a mother thing, maybe it's a motherly instinct, and then yeah. Otherwise, guys, that's what's going on, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next videos, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram if you want to see more life updates of what's going on in my life. Bye bye.